What's going on, guys? Welcome back to 100% Chelsea, and before this video starts I have a very special little bit of information for you, a little nugget. As you can see, we're in Barcelona, and ahead of tonight's game we've got something very special for you. We've teamed up with Coral and we are offering you odds of 40 to 1, okay? 40 to 1 for a goal to be scored in tonight's game. Barcelona versus Chelsea. Come on, it's a bit mad, but this is what you got to do, okay? Make a Coral account. Off the back of that, deposit £5, and the only catch is it's a £1 bet, and you can win 40 quid's worth of free bets. All right, 40 quid, and if you lose, you get £5 worth of free bets anyway. So you win some, you lose some. But hit the link down in the description. Make sure you head across to Coral. Make sure you set up an account. You have to be 18 years old, but that's the only requirement. So make sure you head across and do that. See you guys in a bit. Enjoy the video. 100% Chelsea, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Barcelona. Yes, we are here, we're good to go. I'm here with Jay, I've got Jack, I've got Lewis. Lawrence is here as well, but he's having lunch. Jan's here as well, Sammy's here, everybody's here ahead of the massive game tonight. Chelsea taking on Barcelona at the Nou Camp. 8:45 kickoff here, but UK time 7:45. Right, gentlemen, we're 1-1 after the first leg. How are we feeling about this one?
Do you know what? I'm confident. I've grown in confidence. The only thing I'll say is the English clubs have let the side down a little bit so far at the moment, and I hope we don't follow suit. But what I'm going to say is we could have beaten them at Stamford Bridge. We all know that. We could have beaten them easily.
I think to go off that, a lot of my confidence going into this game is based off that first leg. Like, forget league results aside, that first leg really showed that if we play to our strengths, we can take them. Now, obviously playing in their own backyard, it's a bit of a different story, but you know, we've had backyard stories, and I think 2012 is a big one for backyard stories where we came out of nothing and brought something, and I think we got to take somewhat of inspiration from that, because everyone wrote us off and we did it, and I think a lot of people are writing us off now purely based on our league performances and not taking consideration that that home tie we should have won, and obviously it was a mistake that got them back in the game. And unfortunately, against teams like Barcelona, you can't afford to make mistakes. Yeah. So if we play to our strengths, concentration on 100% from kickoff, and we get that early goal, I think we could do it. But obviously, you know what, I'm not going to make too much predictions. I'm just going to let the team do what it has to do.
Yeah.
And yeah, but man,
I'm really excited, Lou.
I don't really know what to think about it. Like, in the first leg, we did deserve to win. We were the better team. But then you got to look at the games against the Manchester clubs. I think this is the sort of occasion where Chelsea seems to show its best. But it's going to be really difficult. And everyone's going to have to be at their best. The tactics are going to have to be like to a T. They're going to have to be perfect.
I'd agree with that.
And it's just a question of what lineup is Conte going to come up with.
Well, yeah, that's the next question. Obviously, what is obviously we all know what kind of thing he goes for in the tough tie. We know the lineup is going to be. We'll go through that, and then what do we want to see as well. But first of all, I'm guessing we'll all agree Thibaut Courtois is going to start, obviously.
Yeah.
Back three, Dave, Christensen, and Rudiger's travelled. So I think Rudiger.
I would want Rudiger. Yeah.
If he's fit, I'd go for him.
Okay. So not Cahill, despite performing quite well in the first leg.
it's a tough one, because I feel like this is a game where Cahill actually might be suited to us, but then at the same time, these are the games where you can't try things out in the hope that it's going to do well. You've got to try things out knowing that I've now put out the best possible team, and I just think at this current moment in time, putting Cahill in that starting 11 isn't us trying to play our best possible team. It's us taking a risk and hoping that he'll play well, where we have three players who we know can play to their strengths in big games. And I feel like that back three we've got to go with. As much as I kind of am sided towards maybe Cahill starting, but I think we've got to go with the back three that we know can do the job.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that then. Okay, wing backs then. Alonso.
He has to be.
And
then on the right side, it's a bit difficult.
Yeah.
Because off previous performances, I wouldn't play Moses, but then at the same time, I would.
Because Moses is better off defensively, I think.
I'd agree with that. How the big thing for me is what Barcelona didn't like was when we ran at them.
I mean,
that's the big thing. I know it's a case of we're playing Barcelona at home, at their gaff. Difference was last time we were at home, we were the 12th man. Now we've got to deal with the massive 90,000 people.
We ain't gonna get hurt tonight, let's be honest.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna get
But
hurt.
that won't stop us from doing what we do best.
Of course.
But you know, I feel that Zappacosta could be quite suited to this game. I don't know what it is. I've just got a feeling that, you know, we've got someone going down that line who's running and basically just almost assisting Willian down that right hand side, or Hazard, whoever's switching over there. You know, it's a case of, I think that they could be a massive aid. Put it this way, the one thing for me is it all comes down to a final ball tonight.
Yeah.
And Moses doesn't have that final ball.
I'm gonna throw one in the mixer. Pedro, right wing back, ex-Barcelona. He's gonna be up for it. And although I don't think he's good enough at the moment to play where either Willian or Hazard would play, I think he's played there before, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So
Yes, but rarely.
So it's just a shout, but I wouldn't mind seeing it. We do like to go for risks in big games, and especially in Champions League, it has paid off. But
then again, at the same time, if you take that risk and it doesn't pay off, then
There's a lot of pressure on Conte already, as it is.
Huge amounts of pressure. I mean, I think Pedro could be an interesting shout. I just think if you look at who's going to be, what that Barcelona team is going to be, that front three is probably going to be. Dembele's fit now, isn't he? So it could either be Dembele, it could be Messi.
the thing is,
Suarez,
Dembele's had poor form this season though, anyway. So
they're probably going to start with just Messi and Suarez.
We'll go 4-4-2.
Yeah, 4-4-2 is how they've been playing recently up build up to this game.
Okay. So they'll do that then, and then okay. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to what I said. I'll go defensive solidity. I'm going to say Moses. I want Moses.
I'm going to have to agree. As good as Zappacosta is going forward, Moses is that better defensively. Let's be real, we're going to be under a lot of pressure for the 90 minutes, so we need defensive solidity.
Yeah, Chad?
I agree. I'll go with that.
Chad?
yeah, if I had to choose between them two, then I would go with Moses. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go over to Moses. Moving into midfield, we got the next question is 3-5-2 or 3-4-3?
3-4-3.
Yeah.
Because we got to go out and win this game.
All day long. It's
Okay, so midfield, Kante, that's no brainer. Who's going in next to him?
Bakayoko.
Oh Christ, call me
No,
now.
let's be honest. I think
I think it's got to be
it's
Sess.
got to be Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, but going up against a team like Barcelona, you want solidity. I'd rather just. I know it's dangerous. I'm very pragmatic as it is.
I know,
It's
but
like-
the thing is, as much as we want solidity, we still have to go out and win this game. So we need someone like Sess, especially
If you look at
how
the way-
sorry.
Yeah,
if
no,
you,
no, you go,
If you
you
look
go,
how
you go.
wide the new camp is, it's a massive pitch. You give Fabregas that level of space.
It's exactly
Just
what I was
pinging
gonna
long
say.
balls.
But at the same time, Cesc Fabregas is a luxury player.
I think he's improved in fitness over the season's gone through. I did say at the start of the season I didn't think he fits in midfield too, but he looks a lot more quicker on and off the ball now. So he's starting to look like he's more suited to that role.
I feel like this is a game we thrive, especially if they do line up with those just two holding midfielders coming up against them. I think this could be a good game for him to have a lot of time on the ball, a lot of time to actually pick out the passes we want to make instead of rushing up there, because we want to make every pass count. And I feel like having Fabregas in the team is a player who will make those passes count more than probably Drinkwater could or Kante could.
So yeah, that's the next thing. I mean, if you look at our midfield options, Fabregas is the best of the. For me, best of the bad bunch. I think I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm saying he's a good player. When I say luxury, I mean he's the kind of player which, you know, last season how he used him quite sparingly, and he'd come in and he'd unlock a defence because when he doesn't have the legs for 90 minutes, if you bring on for half an hour when everyone's tired, he will have those legs to unlock a defence.
Yeah.
But then again, last season we had Nemanja Matic. This season we've got Bakayoko and Drinkwater. So yeah, I think Fabregas is going to have to start in this midfield. And then front three, this is where the serious debate comes in. You've got yourself Morata, you've got yourself Giroud, two strikers. But then also we have potential for a false nine with Hazard down the middle.
No.
See, there's the thing.
No.
All three of them have their own strengths to it. Like with Morata, you have a guy who can make runs in behind defences. With Hazard, you can have Pedro and Willian dropping deep to help the defence, and with Giroud, you have someone who has great hold-up play. So if we're hoofing the ball out like we're doing at City, we could have someone who can at least get those balls.
Yeah.
For me, it's obvious. Hazard left, Giroud up top, Willian right.
I'd agree
End
with
of
that.
story.
Same.
The reason why I agree with that is I think, especially based on the first leg performance, I don't think we're going to have, as much as I think the false line worked in the first leg, I think Barcelona are going to look back and see, right, okay, the way they played out, we didn't defend well, we need to change our tactic, we need to change our play style, and I think if we play with the fourth line, we're going to have nowhere near as much freedom as we did in the first leg. So I think we need to have a striker, so whether it is Giroud and Morata, obviously I prefer Giroud, but if Morata starts, it's not the end of the world, because we need that central player who's going to be directed forward, because this is not what Barcelona come up against week in, week out. They're used to playing against players of Hazard's calibre who plays in the false line, small, agile strikers, and Giroud and Morata are players they don't come up against week in, week out. And I think we need to play to our strengths, and that's having a striker, preferably Giroud. If Morata is, it's not the end of the world, but we need a striker.
Yeah.
We need a striker.
Okay, so that's what we want, but is he going to do it?
I hope so, because with me it's like, the reason why I want Giroud starting is because, simply put, in this sort of game we can't be minimising the talents of our best player. Hazard should be playing where he's at his most comfortable, simple as. And Morata's confidence is completely shot. Do we really want to be throwing him in front of 93,000 Barca fans as an ex-Madrid player?
No. I don't. I honestly, to be honest, I just don't want Morata coming here unless it's like Fernando Torres. And that's because that's who he models himself on. Unless it's like the 93rd minute or some shit like that, and he can just go at the other end round whoever's in goal, whether it's Ter Stegen or Silicon or whoever it is, and literally just shove it in the back of the net. Then I don't mind. However, they don't like Giroud. Barca don't like playing Giroud. I've spoken to Barcelona fans. They go, we don't like when we played Arsenal. We hated playing Giroud. Giroud is just like we're saying. They're not used to coming up against that. He's going to bully. He will bully Gerard Piqué, he will bully Umtiti, and then as well as that, you've got Sergio Roberto. Let's be honest, he's not all that. Despite what people, I know Barcelona got undefeated this season. Applaud it, so fantastic to do what they're doing. But Sergio Roberto was targeted all of last season. He'd been a target for us in the game previously. You go down that right hand side, you will get at them. It's as simple as that. But then,
he's a centre mid-turn right back, isn't he? Yeah. Is it the other way around?
No, he's a centre mid-turn right back. But I mean, if you look at it as well, you've got a case of, put it this way, what we're saying about the 93,000 fans. If you'd said that to me when Gerard, what I'm talking about, when Lampard, Terry, Drogba, Ashley Cole, Petr Cech, if you had those guys there, I would be there going, oh yeah, I'm not that worried.
Even if it was Costa. I'll still bring up Costa.
Even Costa, you've got people here who are not scared. However, I just feel this team, that when people, I saw on Twitter yesterday, someone retweeted the 2012 semi-final clip that Sky put up saying, gladiators, all that kind of stuff. Do we have gladiators in this team? Do you look at this team and go, yes, I trust him? Who?
Dave,
yeah.
I think Cahill is, but he's not got I don't think he's got the technical ability.
I think it's just Dave.
And I think Willian as well.
I feel like we're pushing it, because Willian is, again, he's in the form of his life right now, but again, he has waves of form.
No, I was about to point that, the way he's playing now, a couple of months ago, we would have been, if you told me I wanted Willian to start, I would have been like, no, he's not. Willian is not touching the pitch right now. I'm telling you, Willian has to start.
Yeah,
it's a no-brainer. He has to start.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. Barca TV. Obviously, we've had it on for the majority of the time we've been here when we've been working and stuff. Whenever they previewed the Chelsea game, Willian's been the person they focus on the most. They don't want to play him. He's scared them. He hit the post twice, and then he scored one as well.
Yeah.
He is somebody who Barca are now going to be watching out for. The next thing is though. I thought that was Jack's trick there, I was like, you cheeky bastard. The next thing that they're going to be looking out for is just... I just feel like you look at these players, against City, we were scared, you go into their place. Against United, we look scared. Against other teams, we look scared. For me, it's just a case of we're too scared to concede than we are to score.
We didn't against Barcelona in the first leg.
But we were home.
But we didn't. That's the point. It was a blip out of everything else this season. All the games around it, bar West Brom, we were dreadful.
But then
then Barcelona came along, and things were different. I think it's just the occasion.
I think that with me, it's like, then what makes this Chelsea team tick? Because it's the occasion, but then what about City away? What about United away?
The biggest thing for me is we need to see players with their heads up. Against Man City, there was a lot, and this was this was a contributing factor to the way we were playing. Was players were having their heads down a lot, and this was one of the probably reasons why Pedro had such a bad game. Was every time he received the ball, he had his head down and he was looking, because he's playing with his back towards goal, he had his head down. He didn't have one look, glance over his shoulder to see if he could beat his man, or one glance over his shoulder to if he could see if he could pass it on straight away. But 9 times out of 10 he was either passing it back or losing it straight away. And I think we've got to take advantage of the fact that this is a big pitch and we've got players who can beat man. So we need players like Hazard. When you've got the ball, you realise you have a bit more time than you do at Stamford Bridge. And you have a bit more time to have that half a second glance over your shoulder. Can I beat my man? Can I knock this ball past me and beat him? Can I knock this ball past me and give it to Willian and then make a run and get it on? And I think we just need to take advantage of this, because if we play with our heads down, not focusing on the fact that we need to take advantage of the fact that we're playing in a different atmosphere to what we're doing, there's no reason why we can't do this at all. There is no reason why we can't.
Yeah. Okay. I completely agree. I'm obviously, you know me. I'm very pessimistic as it is. You know, obviously, like I probably said, I'm pragmatic. I want to, you know, if we lose this, but we lose with dignity, then I'm not bothered. You know, it's a case of up in there, go, yeah, I'm a bit annoyed we lost, but you know what, we gave our all. If we go and do an Arsenal Bayern Munich, that's when I'm going to lose my rag. That's what scares me, and I'm worried that might happen, because let's face it, Barcelona, like I said, unbeaten, absolutely killing it wherever they go. It's a massive game, and this is either the end of our season or what we could say, I guess, is the beginning.
Because we've got the FA Cup.
Yeah, but the FA Cup, that's another thing. Yeah, it'd be great to win the FA Cup, but you know,
the FA Cup's
a trophy's a trophy. A trophy's a trophy at the end of the day.
Yeah,
should be focusing on better.
Yeah, exactly. But this is the thing. Trophy's a trophy at the end of the day. When we won the league last season, Arsenal won the FA Cup, what were we saying?
I mean,
just the FA Cup.
Exactly. I'd say the same thing if we won it. It's a great day out.
I don't look at it like that. I'm sorry.
As much as I agree with Jack at saying that, I think based on our season so far, if us winning the FA Cup would just be a sugarcoat to our bad performances elsewhere.
Yeah.
Like, we still have to take note of the fact that we may have won a competition, but elsewhere we were lucky to not be in a much worse position than we should be. And I think winning the FA Cup would just sugarcoat this. It probably potentially save Conte's time here, and that's not what we should be thinking of. We should be thinking, right, where do we move forward from here? So anyway, but now Champions League is the focus. We have to take this seriously. Like, we have to. Yes. Like you said, if we go out, there's not much left for our season, so we need to take this as serious as possible.
Yeah. But yeah, well, guys, that has been your Champions League preview for Barcelona. 7:45 kickoff UK time. We will be there. Obviously, the fan cams might be a little bit late. We're still debating how we're going to figure all that out, obviously, because there are cameras and that, there's rules and regulations, so we might not be able to get the cameras in. However, we will be getting them out as quickly as we possibly can. So if you're at the ground, fancy come and say hello, please do. We're also going to be heading down to La Ramblas now. We're going down to the Irish bar called Flaherty's?
Flanagan's.
That's it, Flanagan's. We're going to be heading down there, and we're going to be there. So if you want to come say hi, if you want to come have a pint, have a chat about the football, please come and say hi. We're going to be obviously drinking more of these today, and we're in Spain. I mean, we're kind of on holiday at the same time.
It's going to be a messy night.
We're on holiday. Oh, I thought we were working every day.
Oh yeah. We're working. We are. But yeah, we're doing that. Come say hi. Enjoy the game tonight as much as you possibly can. I know enjoy is a word which people are going to be banning around a lot, and I don't think any of us are going to enjoy it at all. It's going to be more fingers.
I'm going to be too drunk to care.
Yeah, okay, cool. You'll enjoy Lewis's vlog tonight then. But yeah, you got that. Be your hands over your eyes, biting the nails, but whatever. Come on, Chelsea, let's do this. We can win tonight. Let's go prove a point. Subscribe to 100% Chelsea. All social media links are down in the description. Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter and Instagram. Also, make sure you check out Jack's socials, and make sure you check him out on the Snapchat today. CFC 100% as in the word for him. He's going to be doing the Matchday Snapchat. Make sure you check out Lewis's vlog. Make sure you check out Jay's Inc. and his channel as well. Make sure you also check out UFF, which is also what we are going to be covering while we're out here as well. So if you want to go and you have the app, make sure you see our preview over there in a bit as well. But yeah, I think we'll head into La Ramblas, guy. See you later.
Hey!
Lovely.
Fucking hell,
That was empty. Leave me.